This is Sam from Unidale, and you're tuning into another edition of the Sam I Analyze Show. This is another edition of the weekly mashup review. And as the season winds down, less than 25 games to go, and injuries are I think leading the way for some success and some issues that teams are having right now. As I call, when people ask, how do you feel this team will do in this game? What's going to happen? And I always hedge my predictions or my analysis on a phrase. And if you haven't heard it, you're going to hear it now. Barring injury. Let's analyze. Barring injury, folks, has hit certain teams in the NBA. Barring injury has hit the 76ers as the front runner for MVP before he got hurt in Joel Embiid was doing his thing. But barring injury, his meniscus was torn and he's out of the race. Why? Because you've got to play a minimum of 65 games. Sixers are going, I would say they're going through it, but not. They are 4-6 in their last 5, and they're still 5th in the East. The 4th team in the East, which are the New York Knicks, are 3-7 in their last 10 games, and they've lost their last 2, barring injury. What does barring injury mean? Well, look what happened to the Knicks. Barring injury, you have no OG Anunoby. You've got no Julius Randle. So if you don't have a healthy squad, barring injury, it's going to ruin your chances at being a productive and a good team. There are teams right now that are not injured and doing their thing. One primarily is the number 1 team in the East in the Boston Celtics at 47-12, and in their last 10 games they're 10-0. They're doing their thing right now, and then you've got the Golden State Warriors, who are also doing their thing right now. The Warriors, who stand at number 9 now and 8-2 in their last 10, and have won 3 in a row. Both of those teams, mind you, are going to play tomorrow, as the Warriors are at the Celtics at 3:30. And the question I have, as both teams have been surging, is A, can the Celtics, first of all, be stopped? I mean, I think right now, the addition of KP has definitely given them another dimension and another dynamic. And look, right now, you are what your record says you are. And right now, this team is rolling. But again, like I said, less than 25 games to go. I think that the East is the Celtics to lose. That's what I think. Do I think the Celtics are unbeatable? I mean, out west, I think there are teams that can handle their business against them. But I will say right now, they have been the cream of the crop, the head of the class. And in the East, like I said in a few videos ago, Sixers are going to need Embiid if they're going to have a chance. The Knicks are going to need Randall. They're going to need OG. They're going to need, they're going to need Mitchell Robinson. They're going to need all of those guys. So right now, the Celtics look like a well-oiled machine, no question. But I'd like to see a healthy Knicks team against them, though. I really would. And the Warriors are doing their thing. I did a video a few months back, and I threw dirt on the Warriors. I said they're done, they're washed, finito. And then Steve Kerr, the savvy coach that he is, right? Steve Kerr said, "Not so fast, Samuel." And I was looking at the guys like Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, who was looking like a shell of himself. Steve Kerr said, "You know what, Klay, you're coming off the bench." And he found a fountain of youth. He's doing his thing. What is he? Averaging 21 points a game coming off the bench. And he inserted Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody. They're doing their thing right now. The young guys are doing their thing. And you've got to give Kerr a lot of credit. You do. Because that decision, infusing the youth with the young guys, has changed things for them. No question. No question about it. But Klay Thompson, in his last few games, I mean, 14 points, 16 points, 25, 23. So it's a little less than 21. But since the break, I mean, he's playing very well. Klay Thompson is playing very well. Now the question I have is, are they contenders now? They're 8-2 in their last 10. Are the Warriors contenders? I think the Warriors are more of pretenders, in my opinion. But because they're ranked ninth, right, in the West. And I look, listen, I want to see how they do against the Celtics tomorrow. The Warriors play small ball. They're a smaller team. They are a top team in rebounding, despite the size and the height disadvantage. But I want to see what they do. I'll tell you this: the Warriors at the ninth seed, they are in the play-in. So are the Mavericks. So are the Lakers, and so are the Lakers. If you are the Timberwolves, who are number one, and the Thunder, who are number two, is that what you want? You want to face a LeBron and AD? Is that what you want to do? Probably not. Probably not. But I don't think the Warriors are contenders. I think they're more pretenders. I think they're too far, but they can definitely challenge other, the teams at the top. They have the experience. Now, there is a team, I said barring injury, there is a team who's going through it, and the New York Knicks. They are spiraling out of control. And it's due to the fact that injuries happen, and the month of February was a bad one for the Knicks. They've got to get healthy fast. They do. And that's just, I mean, what can the Knicks be? I don't think we will know until they're healthy, and hopefully they get healthy before the playoffs start. The Knicks right now, they are in fourth place, but they can be at eighth real fast. So we're going to see, what happens there. But the Knicks right now, for sure, need to get healthy. Because I saw somewhere, they are fourth in the East at 35-25. But they are also, what is it? Two games out of eighth. It can happen just like that. So, injuries, barring injury. And the Clippers lost their sixth man in Russell Westbrook to a left hand, to a broken left hand. How that affects them, I don't think it affects them much because, I mean, he does give you 11 points off the bench, does he, for the Clippers? And Russell Westbrook is averaging 11 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. I think they have enough firepower to figure it out. I don't think, I think if they lost a guy like Kawhi, and you saw what happened when they lost Kawhi and Paul George, how it affected them. So, again, I think the Clippers are going to be okay. It's going to be very interesting. But look, folks, I can't believe the season is coming to a screeching halt in a few games, and the playoffs are less than 25 games away. So it's going to be very interesting. But barring injury is definitely affecting certain teams, and those who have remained healthy. Look at the Celtics. KP, a guy who's always hurt. He's been pretty reliable. Uh, um, Kawhi Leonard has been pretty reliable. So health is the key. Health is definitely the key. Now, as we close with our By the Way segment, Johnny Manziel, he's standing pack with Reggie Bush. He's skipping the Heisman honors until Reggie gets his Heisman back. Folks, I'd like to thank you for tuning in. I'm on most social media platforms, on Facebook at SamIAnalyze, on Instagram at SamIAnalyze, on the platform now formerly known as Le Twitter, at SamIAnalyze. Please like, subscribe, and you see that notification bell to the right. Please click on that. That will let you know the next time I drop another video. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, à tout à l'heure.